I did want to continue to heap some love here on Lonzo.
Please do, yeah.
I'm just so happy for him, man, and how he's playing and how it's revving up for him each and every single game. Obviously, he's on a minutes restriction. He's not going to really go over that 23 minute per game mark. He's not really going to go over that too much. But again, he played about 23 minutes tonight. Only the 5 points, only the 8 rebounds, only 4 assists, and the 3 steals. But it's just like I talked about with Patrick Williams. When you're looking at somebody's numbers like that and you see they haven't done a lot, well, you're watching the game within the game after that. And that's where you see, you just mentioned, Will, him diving on the floor, getting those loose balls, him going up trying to block those shots. The way he was attacking on those guys was something I hadn't seen him do for a while. Like, you could tell that he's feeling so much better with his knee. The one steal he got after Dalen was guarding Jordan Poole, and he tries to pass it, and you see Lonzo tip it away. Dalen get it to him. He goes up and he dunks it. And just watching him hang on the rim and just be so happy that he was able to do that kind of thing, man.
I mean, shout out to our guy, Adam Lean, who pointed out on the broadcast that was the first time he's dunked in an NBA game in 1,120 days.
That's wild, dog. That's a long time.
Dude's got his bounce back.
Yeah, man. He's doing it right. Yeah, he's doing it right. Like, he's taking his time getting up to those, because you'll see games, Will, I don't know if you see it too, but you'll see games where he's just literally working on stuff. Like, you'll see games where he's like, you know what? I'm not going to go inside too much. I'm going to shoot this 3. I want to see if my 3 is working today. You know what? I'm going to go inside and I'm going to play a little bit more defense, a little more help defense inside today on this one. You know what? I'm going to be trying to be more in transition, trying to get guys the ball out there, because he wants to put it all together. And today you saw him try to put it all together. Again, the alley-oop he threw to Zach LaVine, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's the stuff we like seeing. I mean, the fact he had 3 steals was awesome. So, no, Lonzo, and one block, the block he had that they gave him, because they don't know why. But the scorebook said it count. So that's what excites me about Lonzo, is even though the shooting isn't there yet, he still is affecting the game off the bench, and guys just really enjoy playing with him, and he's playing faster. Like, that's what I'm noticing, Will. It's like every game he's starting to speed up and play the game much faster and be more physical when he's out there on the floor. And that's great to see.
And that's kind of what I was saying earlier, is like, he understands what the game needs from him in a way that, like, yeah, maybe like other players can like feel that, or like, understand the pace of the game, but like they don't have necessarily all the skills required to be able to like adjust and impact that whatever it is that the game needs from them. And so, like I said earlier, there was not a lot of people making like effort plays, and Lonzo came in and did that. Yeah. There were not a lot of people like actually pushing the pace, and I think you really feel Ayo's absence on makes and misses, where he's not getting you those 6 easy points just on beating the other team down the other side of the court, and Lonzo did that a couple times. So that's what I think has always been a great thing about Lonzo to me, is that he can affect the game in so many different ways. And not only that, with his basketball IQ, he understands which he needs to like ratchet up the most in order to impact the game and just help his team get back. And you saw the Bulls try to make a couple of runs in the second and fourth quarter. They just didn't have enough. And like we said, that's just going to happen at times. Yeah. But for Lonzo to be able to like come in, and you could tell like the jump shot, 1 of 6 on threes. He was talking about this earlier, that like last game, I believe, was the first time he really felt pain-free with the wrist. And so I think he's still working on getting his shot all the way back, but like he impacts the game in so many different ways. And especially on a night where there just wasn't that same spark from the rest of the group, for him to do all of that stuff, I think really stood out.
Yeah, I agree.
People wondering whether or not the Bulls might be shopping Lonzo. I think Cali reported that they are, taking calls on him if anybody's calling, and looking for a couple of second rounders. Yeah. And maybe there's some skepticism because of maybe the injury, or just because a lot of teams looking to add are tight, and we've seen some of these early trades go down, and you're getting players who are maybe a bit more productive than Lonzo is this season, only getting you a second round pick here or there. In the meantime, if he finishes out this season as a Bull, this is the 4th and final year of his deal. I got to say, I enjoy watching Lonzo Ball play basketball. Yeah, I'm glad that we can do it again. He certainly was out there giving some effort tonight, which when you look around and certainly see like a large section of your collective players are not giving the proper amount of effort. The ones who are stand out, and that was Lonzo tonight.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Trade him, don't trade him. I don't care. I like watching Lonzo play because he clearly is so passionately happy to be out there playing again. You can tell.
You can tell, bro.
Like,
you can see it. Like
he was diving on the floor for loose balls.
Like that Chester cat grin across his face when he made that. Like, he's just so excited to be out there to be able to do these things. And yeah, and I like how he's taking it. That you can see him taking it step by step by step. You know, can I run? You know, can I do this for this long? How many times can I get this shot off before I get tired? Like, you see him thinking and doing those things during the game because you know he's planning on putting everything together. And this is what you kind of saw tonight, was him trying to put everything together. It's going to click, and he's going to have that game where he's going to get like 20, you know what I'm saying, 8 and like 9 assists. Like, it's going to happen for him because that's where he's headed. Yeah. And that's what he is going to do. So, yeah, I'm just happy for him, bro. I'm really happy. And you're right. I love watching him play.
We all silly like the mayor.